Hello, I'm Judge Houston Wells. Welcome to County Connections. Today we have a special guest with us, Miss Betty Shepard Lawson, who is coordinator of student support services at Bondurant Middle School and Western Hills High School. Betty, welcome. Thank you for being here, and you've got a great story to tell. Tell the audience about what you do and what the student support services do to help students.
Well, this time of year, we're all very busy. We're trying to cover our children for the holiday assistance. That entails working with different agencies, but sometimes we don't have enough slots in those agencies, so we have to try to cover those kids ourselves. That's where the community comes in, especially like we've got families who the grandmothers raising their grandchildren, and they're on limited income, and they just can't afford, they barely can afford food and a roof over their head. And so they can't afford clothes for those children. And so we try to get community support, private donors or churches to help us get clothes for those kids. I think I had a parent come in the other day. He was on disability and had 3 kids. And he was so appreciative that I went out and purchased some clothes for his child. And it's just he couldn't afford it. So, and we have great community support, but we always need that support, especially at Christmas, but we need it all year round.
Betty, you offer lots of programs, I know, and I've worked with you before. You do such a wonderful job. One of the things that I heard about years ago was that you help girls with prom dresses at the end of the year that couldn't afford prom dresses. They get to go in these exotic outfits. Wonderful, just so awesome. Tell us a little bit about that type of program, and also you are on this side of town. I guess there's some more that are on the other side of town too.
Yes. First, let me point out we have some great family resource service coordinators and youth service center coordinators. They're at every school. Some of them has 2 schools like me. Please reach out to these ladies. They do a wonderful job. They are so dedicating in serving our students. They need help all year long getting clothes for these students. Shoes. We're constantly needing shoes for students. And also hygiene products. That's something that's very overlooked. That we need to give our students, because some of these kids do not get hygiene products, especially feminine products. And also Cinderella's Closet, that's Amy Snow's baby, and I assist her with that, and it's a wonderful program. We do referrals to Cinderella's Closet, and the girls go in, their appointments made, and they go in and they're treated like a princess. They get the jewelry, the shoes, the beautiful dresses, and they are treated just so wonderful. Their fairy godmothers just pampers them while they're there, and it's just an outpouring of love on them, because some of them have a terrible home life and have not been told they're beautiful and that they're loved, and that's what we try to do. We shower them with love. That's
so touching. As the audience is hearing your story and as you're telling it, how can they help? What if they say that people are going to say, how can I help you? What can I do? How can I donate? Give the audience some advice on that.
Well, if you have a particular school that you're interested in, please contact the Family Resource or the Youth Service Center coordinator at that school, because every school has different needs, and they will be able to tell you what is needed in their school, because we're all kind of different. We're at different locations, different ages, so we have different needs. Just reach out to them. We feel so overwhelmed all year long, but especially this time of year, we're so overwhelmed with the needs and trying to cover those needs. So reach out to these ladies. They're wonderful. And if you don't have resources as far as money, come in and maybe you can be a mentor to a student. We want to change the lives of our students, and it takes all of us to change the lives of our students. It takes me, it takes Mr. Wells, it takes every one of us to change those lives, and it starts early.
So you say call the Family Resource Center. Are there Family Resource Centers at all the schools, or how would they be able to get in contact with Family Resource Center?
There's one at every school, so they just need to call that school and ask for their family resource or youth service center coordinator, and they'll be able to give you the name and the number, or they'll just directly contact you. I could name them off, but there's a lot of them.
So just elementary schools have these coordinators too?
Yes, they're called family resource centers at the elementary level, and at the high school and middle school level, it's youth service center coordinators. And they're all wonderful people, and they just really fight for the rights of our kids and trying to take care of them.
So you as the audience, if you want to give and help this program, which I hope you will, you can call the schools, let them know that you want to help, and the schools from there can guide you on how to donate supplies or give money to help the program.
Yes, that's correct. And we appreciate our community. We already have such an overwhelming support from our community, but sometimes we don't have enough. So we're always asking, to cover our kids.
We're talking with an angel here, Betty. I've worked with Betty for a number of years, and you've been so good. Your mission in life is to help kids, and we see that. And thank you for what you do, Betty. We really appreciate it. Is there anything else that at the end that you'd like to say to the audience?
Well, especially since it's Christmas time, if you're sitting in a warm home and you have everything you need, just remember there's people out there that doesn't have what they need, our kids. And it's not the kids' fault. Even if there's situations that it's fault of the parents, it's not the kids' fault. And that's what we want to remember this time of year is we want to make sure our kids has a warm place to stay and clothes and food and that they're taken care of. So have a Merry Christmas, but don't forget our students. Thank you.
Thank you, Betty. It's an honor to have this opportunity to speak with Betty and what she does for our community. We appreciate it, and thank you so much. Remember our kids at Christmas time. Thank you for watching County Connections. We appreciate your interest in what we do here in Franklin County, and especially today, this time of year, Miss Betty trying to help students out through her student support services. Once again, we ask that you like and share our post. And thank you so much. Merry Christmas to everybody.